Hello and welcome to Weekend 101, brought to you by the Mail and Guardian, Africa's best read.
Self-promotion aside, my name is Nkaaandlas and this is my co-host Sean.
Now there are very few things South Africans can be proud of. Nelson Mandela, democracy, the FIFA World Cup in South Africa in 2010.
Shakira's Waka Waka. That weird creature.
Zakumi!
Yes.
And, you know, FIFA was a big moment and it made South Africans proud.
It's on here now, the goalkeeper's beaten and South Africa have their first goal!
But it turns out that we may have bribed some FIFA officials to have the World Cup here, believe it or not.
On Wednesday, we woke up to the news that several top officials of FIFA had been arrested in Switzerland and they are accused of bribery and corruption.
And of course, where there's bribery, there's South Africa.
Don't be a self-hater.
The US Justice Department told us this week that it found that South Africa may have paid some money to the FIFA Vice President Jack Warner in exchange for South Africa hosting the 2010 World Cup.
Right, and two top South Africa FIFA officials are implicated in that case, according to the Justice Department.
Around 2004, bidding began for the opportunity to host the 2010 World Cup, which was ultimately awarded to South Africa, the first time the tournament would be held on the African continent. But even for this historic event, FIFA executives and others corrupted the process by using bribes to influence the hosting decision.
Now, of course, our Minister of Sports and Selfies has denied everything, saying these hands are clean and government has paid no one.
Right, but they are talking about 120 million rand, which is about half an Nkaaandlas.
Speaking of Nkaaandlas, thanks to President Jacob Zuma, we now know how not to say Nkaaandlas.
You know, some people who could not pronounce Nkaaandlas, they've now learned Nkaaandlas, Nkaaandlas, Nkaaandlas.
And the president seems to feel that it's all a big joke anyway, all of this huffing and puffing about Nkaaandlas, whereas we have very important things to deal with in South Africa, such as poverty, the legacy of apartheid, Eskom, the police, the National Prosecuting Authority falling apart, and what else?
I'm dealing with contributions that were very meaningful, because others, there was nothing said. There is a broken president in a broken country, you know? My babo.
Hilarious.
What might be the biggest joke of the week is that a certain Sunday newspaper led on its front page with a story about Trevor Noah and a distant relative of his who may or may not have been murdered.
It isn't funny that the woman was killed, but it was quite bizarre that Trevor tweeted that he and his family were still trying to find out who died. It
turns out that Trevor's 88-year-old grandmother had told the newspaper about possibly murdered cousin and that the family was under a curse. After Trevor Noah denied it, she said she didn't even know who the cousin was.
Could things get more bizarre?
And that's it from us at Weekend 101.